Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook.
Steelers on the road in Lambeau, Pitt on the road at Georgia Tech, and can they win the Coastal? Is that a sensible expectation? We'll talk about those things and more tonight on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Hello again, everybody. I'm Josh Taylor. Good to talk to you again on a Friday night. We got a lot to get to. We'll start with the Steelers, of course, playing in Green Bay Sunday afternoon against the Packers. That game, of course, kicks off at 4:25. You can watch that over on KDKA. Pre-game coverage starts at 11:30 with Steelers kickoff. Then Steelers and Packers at 4:25. After the game is the extra point. And that's all on KDKA. But we're over here on CW, and I got a friend helping me out talk about this stuff on Pittsburgh CW. His name happens to be Paul Zeise. He is from 93.7 The Fan and the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and he joins me right now. Paul, let's start with the Steelers here. Here's the good news that we could talk about going into this game, because I think it's significant compared to what we saw last week. The Steelers defense will have TJ Watt. They will have Alex Highsmith. If anything else, that makes me feel more confident about what their defense might be able to do facing Aaron Rodgers on Sunday. But I'm curious to hear what you think about the Steelers' chances in this game Sunday, given what we saw the past couple weeks.
Well, I mean, I think the thing about having those guys back, Josh, is you can take away the one thing that the Packers do really well, which is throw the ball, because, you know, TJ Watt is a nightmare to deal with. He really is. And so the Green Bay's going to have to deal with trying to figure out how to stop him. And then you got Highsmith on the other side. I guarantee you, if Watt is healthy and he's able to play with the motor that we see him play with all the time, the pass rush will go back to being what it was when they played Buffalo, and they'll be getting after Aaron Rodgers, and you know, at that point, maybe forcing a couple of turnovers. I mean, I think the big thing is when you take TJ Watt out of the equation, the defense became a little bit ordinary, and mostly because you don't have to account for a guy like him who does so many things for this defense. So having him back really changes things. Now, you know, the question is that you asked is, do I think they can beat Green Bay? Of course I do. But it's going to be really difficult. They're going to have to play much better on the other side of the ball. The offense, to me, you know, they can't turn it over, but they also have to do a better job of moving the ball, moving the chains, and, you know, taking advantage of scoring some points. I don't think, even with TJ Watt back, they're going to hold Green Bay under like 20 points. So they're going to have to score a little bit. And if they do, you know, if they can get that offense clicking a little bit, I think they're going to have a shot to win it.
You sounds like you checked off the major points of what happened against Buffalo and how they won that game. The defense did a really good job getting after Josh Allen. They didn't turn the ball over, and they converted drives into points, and they made a play or two on special teams. It just seems like those things tended to pile up for the Steelers against Buffalo. I kept seeing this question on social media. How did this team beat Buffalo? Well, they beat Buffalo because they had Alex Highsmith and they had TJ Watt getting after Josh Allen,
right,
and they had Cam Hayward, and they had a healthy Tyson Alualu, but that's an entirely different measure. We don't expect to see him again this season. But the fact of the matter is, and I think you hit the nail on the head, they were able to consistently get pressure with 4 guys up front. You can drop 7 guys back into coverage. That makes it harder for quarterbacks. And I don't know how many people are noticing this, because we're so used to seeing the big, heavy blitzing, bringing 5-6 guy defenses with this organization. But the trend around the league to stopping good quarterbacks is getting the minimal amount of rush with 3 or 4 guys, dropping guys back into coverage, and making it harder for quarterbacks to make decisions and getting a lot of coverage sacks. That's pretty much what it's been as far as the trend around the league to stopping good quarterbacks. 412-575-2600 is the number on the Bordas and Bordas hotline. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I want to talk about Pitt. They've got their first conference game tomorrow against Georgia Tech. Can Pitt win the Coastal? ESPN's FPI tends to believe so. But we'll talk about it when we come back. Stick around.